my friend. Welcome back to Speak Easy English with David. I am David. It is so wonderful to sit down and practice English with you again today. Today, we're going to talk about a very powerful and beautiful topic. We're going to talk about believe in yourself. In life, we all have big dreams. Sometimes we want to start a new business. Sometimes we want to learn a difficult skill. And of course, you are here because you want to speak English fluently and confidently. When we try new things, life can be difficult. We might make mistakes. We might feel afraid. But the most important secret to success is very simple. You must believe in yourself. If you believe that you can do it, you are already halfway there. Every day you try, you get a little bit better. In our lesson today, we will listen to a simple, inspiring story about Mateo. Mateo wants to speak English with his international neighbors, but he is extremely shy and afraid of making a mistake. He is worried that everyone will laugh at him. We will hear about his internal struggle, how he finally makes a tiny decision to speak, and how he learns to overcome his fear by simply believing in his own potential. As always, I'm going to speak very slowly and very clearly. I will use simple grammar and easy words so you can completely relax your mind and listen with a calm heart. After the story, we will do our repeat after me speaking practice. Take a deep breath, let your shoulders drop, and let's begin. It is a bright Saturday morning. Mateo is sitting on a simple wooden bench in his neighborhood park. He has lived in this friendly city for 1 year now, and it is a beautiful morning. The sun is warm, and the tall trees are completely green. But Mateo is not relaxed. He is holding a hot cup of coffee, but his hands are shaking gently. His heart is beating fast. Mateo looks across the park path. He sees 3 people sitting at a picnic table, laughing happily. They're talking, and they're speaking English. They are his neighbors, Sophie, Alex, and Maria. They seem so happy, so relaxed, and so confident. Mateo has a big dream. He wants to walk across that path. He wants to stand near the picnic table. He wants to smile at them and say,
Good morning. Can I join you?
He wants to make new friends. He wants to speak English every day. For many months, this dream has been in his mind. But a small, angry voice in his mind keeps saying, "No, Mateo, you can't do it. Your English is terrible. You will say hello incorrectly. Everyone will stop laughing, and they will stare at you. You will make a massive mistake, and it will be a disaster. They will all laugh at you. Stay on your bench. Stay safe." Mateo sighs deeply. He knows many basic English words. He has studied English books. He understands the present tense. He knows vocabulary for greetings, family, and food. But he is terrified of speaking out loud. He is terrified of being imperfect. Every time he wants to say something, his mind goes blank and his voice disappears. He doesn't believe he can succeed. He looks down at his worn-out brown shoes. He thinks, "I have been here for a year. How much longer must I wait?" He remembers a sentence his wise grandfather used to tell him. The only difference between a giant and a dwarf is that the giant believes they are tall. Mateo takes another deep breath. The warm air smells like fresh green grass and blooming flowers. He looks at Sophie, Alex, and Maria again. He realizes that they do not know if his English is perfect or imperfect. They're just friendly people enjoying the park. They are laughing. They are relaxed. Why can't he be relaxed too? He makes a tiny decision. The voice in his mind still says no, but another voice, a smaller and softer voice, says, maybe you can do it. Maybe we'll be okay. Mateo stands up slowly from his wooden bench. He picks up his backpack and his half-empty coffee cup. He feels very nervous. He starts to walk. Each step feels heavy, like he is walking in thick, wet sand. He crosses the narrow park path. He approaches the picnic table. Alex sees him first and stops talking. Then Sophie turns around, and Maria looks up. They all stop laughing. Mateo stops walking. He is now only 2 meters away from them. Total silence fills the air for a moment. Gulp. Mateo feels like his throat is completely dry. The small, angry voice in his mind screams, "Run back. Go home. This was a mistake." But Mateo looks at Sophie's kind eyes. He takes one more tiny breath. He reminds himself of his grandpa's wisdom. Believe in yourself. Mateo opens his mouth. His voice is very quiet and a little bit shaky. He forces the words to come out. Mateo says slowly,
Hi. Good morning. My name is Mateo. Am your neighbor. Can I join you, please?
Sophie immediately smiles a big, warm smile. Her face is kind and open. She claps her hands together happily. Sophie says clearly and happily,
Hi, Mateo. Of course. Yes, please sit down. It is wonderful to meet you. I am Sophie. This is Alex, and this is Maria.
Alex smiles too and waves his hand.
Hi, Mateo. Welcome.
Maria laughs softly and says,
Hi. Yes, we have seen you around the neighborhood. Please take a seat. My English is not very good either.
Mateo sits down on the hard wooden bench at the picnic table. He feels a deep wave of relief and happiness inside his chest. He did it. He spoke English. He walked across the path. He introduced himself. He did not say the words perfectly. He stuttered. He was nervous, but nobody laughed. Sophie, Alex, and Maria were kind and welcoming. For the next 2 hours, they talk. They use simple English sentences. Alex talks about his job. Sophie talks about her dog. Maria talks about her family back home. Mateo listens carefully. He practices speaking slowly. He describes his small apartment. He tells them he wants to become a confident English speaker. He uses simple grammar. He says,
I like this park. The sun is hot today. Thank you for welcoming me.
He makes mistakes. Sometimes he says they incorrectly or uses the wrong verb form. But he does not get stressed about it anymore. Sophie, Alex, and Maria help him politely. As they talk, the small, angry voice in Mateo's mind grows quieter and quieter. The other voice, the voice that believes in his potential, grows louder and stronger. He looks at his new friends. He thinks about how long he waited on his bench, trapped by his own fear. He realizes that the only thing stopping him was himself. He needed to believe that his small, imperfect steps were valuable. At 11 o'clock, they must leave. Mateo stands up. His new friends smile and promise to meet again in the park next Saturday. Mateo walks back home down the sunny neighborhood sidewalk. He doesn't feel nervous now. He doesn't feel heavy. Every time he looks down at his brown shoes, he smiles. He has broken the chains of his fear. He can do it. He didn't speak perfectly, but he spoke. He succeeded. He realized that a mistake is just part of the journey. He believes in himself now, and he knows that every Saturday he will get a little bit better, one small, imperfect sentence at a time. Life is beautiful when you start to believe. Now, my friend, it is your turn to practice your speaking. Repeating these encouraging sentences out loud will give you great motivation and help you speak English naturally. I will say a simple, strong sentence about self-belief. I will pause, and you must repeat the sentence out loud in a clear, confident voice. Let's practice together. I want to be a confident English speaker. I am learning English every day. It is okay to make mistakes. A mistake is part of the journey. Learning something new takes time. Please be patient with yourself. Can I please join you? It is wonderful to meet you. I'm doing a wonderful job today. I believe in my own potential. I'm getting better and better. Success comes from daily practice. Believe in yourself, my friend. Now, my friend, I'm going to tell a short part of Mateo's story again. This time, I will speak at a natural, slightly faster speed. Just relax your ears, stay calm, and listen to the flow of the sentences. Try to catch the happy energy of the story. Mateo used to sit on a park bench, paralyzed by fear and shyness, watching his English-speaking neighbors Sophie, Alex, and Maria laugh and talk happily. He dreamed of walking over and saying hello, but a negative voice in his mind kept telling him his English was terrible and that everyone would laugh at his inevitable mistakes. He spent months trapped in this worry until one sunny Saturday morning. He remembered some simple wisdom from his grandfather, that giants only exist because they believe they are tall. Encouraged, Mateo made a small decision, stood up, and nervously approached the picnic table. His throat was dry, and his voice was shaky, but he managed to slowly say, "Hi, good morning, my name is Mateo." Sophie immediately welcomed him with a warm smile. Alex and Maria joined in, and for the next 2 hours, they enjoyed a simple conversation using basic English. Mateo didn't speak perfectly, but he spoke, and he realized the only thing holding him back was his own disbelief. He walked home feeling confident, knowing that with each small step, he was proving that he could speak English and that believing in himself was the true secret to success. You did a truly spectacular job today. I'm so incredibly happy that you stayed and practiced your English with me until the very end of this video lesson. Learning English is exactly like Mateo's walk across the park path. Some days, the words feel confusing or your accent might feel strong. You might feel like that negative voice in your mind is louder than your motivation. But remember the story of Mateo today. Every successful English speaker you see today was once a beginner who felt confused and nervous. The only difference between success and stopping is the decision to keep going. Every time you listen and repeat these sentences, you're walking across that path. Believe in yourself, my friend. You're doing a fantastic job. Thank you so much for spending this relaxing and motivating time with me, David, here on Speak Easy English with David. If this story about Mateo inspired you and helped you practice your English today, please click that like button right now. Your likes are incredibly important because they help YouTube show this video to other hardworking students all over the world. Make sure to share this lesson with a friend or a family member who needs a boost of confidence this week. And if you want to keep building your vocabulary, improving your listening, and growing your speaking confidence with me every single week, hit that subscribe button and click the little notification bell so you never miss a new lesson. Now, I have a special question for you to practice your English writing in the comment section below. What is one big goal or dream you're working on right now that requires you to believe in yourself? Is it learning English, starting a new project, or something else? Let me know below. I read every single comment, and I love reading your beautiful answers. Keep practicing, stay strong, and always remember to believe in yourself. I will see you in our next lesson. Bye-bye.